Alrighty, guys, and I'd like to say this. I don't know if this is getting all of me or not. I like to say once again that I'm a very poor man. I live in a senior citizen center in Charlotte, North Carolina, which is subsidized rent. I get very kind people and organizations. They brought me lunch. I'm going to eat for dinner because they bring lunch in here from another organization to help guys like me and the people that live here. As I said before, I am the minority here. It is 85 to 90% African American. So I know what being a minority is. I'd like to talk again about YouTube and the reason why I'm passionate about YouTube. Now, I'm getting away from some of the things that I normally do about each part of my life. And I have 4 channels that explains each part of my life. And I decided to do that instead of doing it on just one channel. Taj Farhan, I would have never known this guy. Ever know anything about this guy. I came across this kid. And let me move this over here for a minute. And my tripod, I got a real cheap tripod, but it works well with my iPhone 15 Pro. Thank you, Spectrum Mobile. They gave me this phone for about $200 or $300. And I got to do a Spectrum Mobile thing because they are a joke. Spectrum Internet, I adore. Spectrum Mobile sucks bad. Mainly because their customer service representatives aren't trained well at all. I want to show you how I actually met Taj Farhan. And the fact that Taj Farhan, and where is it? Here you go, Australia's Got Talent. Now, as most of you know, what I do, I'm retired, I can't work. And as I said, if I go to work, my rent goes up, I lose my insurance, I got to pay it out of pocket, and I have to pay for my food and this and that. And senior citizens, I keep trying to explain to them, if you're really poor, reach out in the community and get you a good social worker. They'll work with you. Okay, guys, I was on YouTube because all that I do, and most of y'all may already know now that I'm a huge music person. I started singing, really truthfully, about the time I learned how to talk, I started to sing. I've been singing all my life. I played saxophone. I have said that I had a buddy of mine, and I can say this. No, I can't say it. I don't know. I was doing something that was illegal, and it has to do with smoke. I'll just say that. But he taught me how to play the drums, and I was having a good time, man. I really was. And he put on he had like a thing where he put on a song, but it didn't have the drum part, and I'd be sitting there having a good old time playing the drums. I've hung out with artists, painters, sculptors, musicians, orchestra people, singers, rock musicians. I've hung out with just about everybody because I adore talent. I love talent, and I love to see people that have talent. Taj Farhan, out of the clear blue sky, guys, out of the clear blue sky. I see this 9 years old guitarist, Taj Farhan, wows the judges. Australia's Got Talent. I thought, okay, here's another kid playing the guitar. I mean, do you know how many kids are on YouTube playing guitars? You know? So, I mean, I be honest with you, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm going to go to this for a minute. And this has been recorded. This is not the one that I heard before. Who is this? Yeah, okay. Let me show you where I got. Okay, and this is what I heard. And you got to understand, guys, what I'm doing is I'm studying what he's doing. See, I don't just listen to it. I look at it. I study the way he frets, the way he picks, everything that he does, his mannerisms, the way he moves with the music. Is he feeling what he's doing? I get into that deeply. I saw this, and I'll be honest with you guys. Now let me explain something to you. I saw this, and really inside of my brain I was thinking, okay, a kid's playing rock and roll on the guitar. Big freaking deal, right? Until I heard his story, it gripped me. I'm starting to tear up. Here's a boy, very, very young, goes to an AC/DC concert. I understand now they bought that, they bought it for his daddy to go. And his daddy bought a ticket for Taj to go. Taj got inspired and wanted to play the guitar for the rest of his life. This is what he does, and this is his passion. Now, I'm not going to finish this because, to be honest with you, this particular performance he did was okay. It did not blow me away. I didn't run out the door and go, "Hey guys, Taj Farrant, 9 years old, you should have seen how great he was on the guitar." Nah, I just said, oh well, another kid, no big deal. Then he turns 10 years old. Now remember, guys, remember this. This is what I do. You know, people on YouTube have not even a clue. While you're at work, sitting in front of your computer, or you're driving a truck, or you're a housewife taking care of the kids, cleaning up, I'm on YouTube. This is all I do. I look up artists, and I'm passionate about music. I saw this. Wait a minute. I'm not even on the right one. I clicked the wrong one. Hang on for a minute, guys. But the thing that I did is that I'll tell you where I really began to get into Taj Farrant. I started to really get into it very, very, very deep. Very, very, very deep with this kid. I'll be honest with you guys, I sort of lost interest in Taj Farrant. Because, I was going from to another artist. Carolina Prasenko, I'll always say, to me, she's the number one musical artist on YouTube. To me. Okay. This is where he's 14. Let me go to his channel for a minute. I'll tell you what I did. I came across his song that he wrote. And I understand that he wrote this with his dad. And where is it? Well, it's Mama Raised a Boy or something to be a man. He's got, how many does he have here that he's posted? Okay, now let me explain something to you again. He's got 630,000. 630 videos that he's put on his channel. And they're doing this so that he can be seen. People go, "Taj, I like this kid. Here's his tour schedule. He's coming close to where I'm going to go. I'm going to go see him. Yeah, he's got an album. I saw that on YouTube. I think I'm going to go buy it. So you see, guys, this is the reason why I stay on YouTube. This is all that I do, because I find artists that are amazing. Now, let me tell you where I changed my mind about Taj Farad. And you're going to die laughing. It was this cover right here that he did. Parisian Walkways by Gary Moore. When I saw him do this, I saw extreme talent. And then I started really looking at what he was doing and how he was feeling it, thinking, you know, I've seen a lot of people that play guitar. Going way, actually before Jimi Hendrix. And this particular cover that he did, I was just sitting here with my mouth hanging wide open. Amazing playing, an amazing feeling that he puts behind what he's doing. I have said that Taj Farad will be the best guitarist that ever lived. And I'm not lying about that. Buddy Guy knows it. Carlos Santana knows it too. Eric Giles knows it. All these guitarists that have watched Taj know that he will be the best that ever lived. Now, after he's 80 years old, will another kid come out and be better than him? Probably. I mean, you know, and like most guitarists will say, I'm no better or worse than anybody else. I'm just me. This is what I do, and I'm really enjoying it. And guitarists are like this. They appreciate each other, and they love each other, you know. But being a singer, I can hear people singing and fully well know they sing better than I do. And I appreciate that and know that they're better than me. So guitarists are that way too. I think when Buddy Guy actually witnessed Taj Mahal's playing, was blown away. Blown away. When he did this Palace, I can't say this, Paris, I know about Gary Moore. I know a lot about Gary Moore. When he did this cover, and it's 10 minutes long, it just blew me away. All of a sudden, I saw his potential of where he's going to be. Guys, he's only 15 years old. Can you imagine what he's going to be when he gets to be 30? And he's a songwriter like Jimi Hendrix was. And people are going to be doing covers to his songs. You know, I love him. I just adore him. I really, really do. I adore him a lot. This is Nick's Vids, has him, apparently, the way I understand it with an interview, Mama Raised a Boy or a Man or something, that was written by him and his dad helped him. They came up with the lyrics and stuff. And I'm sure that really Taj has this talent of putting it to music, you know, to music. So back to what I'm talking about. YouTube, it introduces me to people like The Warning. I would have never had a clue who The Warning was if it wasn't for YouTube. Not even a clue. How would I have known? They're in Mexico. You know, if The Warning comes to Charlotte, North Carolina, and I don't know, I see it on TV, The Warning's here. I'm going, who the hell's The Warning? The Warning what? Are you warning me that somebody's going to be here in Charlotte to play? I would have no earthly idea who the warning is. No earthly idea. To those people that feel that YouTube is not necessary for artists or a band. Okay, I never would have known about Tosh Farrant. I never would have known about Carolina Persenko. Carolina Persenko busked in Santa Monica, California, and it was people that were doing this. And guess what they're doing, guys? They're recording her. And guess what they're putting it on? YouTube. All of a sudden, it was amazing. The subscribers just went and just blew up. She's at 8.5 something million now. And she's kind of at the point now that I think Carolina Persenko is one of the most structured girls as a 16-year-old I've ever seen. I mean, she starts out early in the morning and has her day structured to the time she lays down and goes to sleep. She's a go out and getter. She's passionate about her music. And she will outdo, as I said, Lindsey Sterling by a long mile when she gets out there and starts doing concerts. So as I'm saying, guys, YouTube is a way for you to learn and find people. That's the reason why Lewis and his wife pretty much put the sisters on YouTube. So they could be discovered and be loved by their fans. And the whole thing I'm going to say is that Enter Sandman, if it had not been on YouTube, how would Metallica even know about it? How would they have even known to say anything to them? And the reactors, every time a music reactor reacts to the Warning band, what are they doing? They're promoting more people to watch the Warning. Let's say you get a guy that is 65 years old, an old rock hound, and he don't care about no three sister girls. Who cares about a Warning band? Big freaking deal. But he is a fan of a music reacting channel on YouTube. So guess what he does? He goes to their channels and sees the band The Warning, and he listens to them and goes, you know, I like them a whole lot. The Warning, let me check them out on YouTube. And guess what this guy might do? Buy an album? He may even go to a concert. But where did he find it? Through YouTube. Guys, I can't, this is at 18 minutes. I'm passionate today to let you know you have no idea the power of YouTube has for artists. Sabrina Carpenter. I'm not a Disney freak, dudes. I'm not. When I watched Disney, it was back when they had Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. You know, there was no Disney Channel. There was no Disney nothing, you know. But I found Feather, and I watched her, and I went, wow, I like this girl a lot. I really do. So, guys, I'm really getting extremely upset with all of the fans of The Warnings telling me that YouTube does not matter. You are very, very wrong. Peace.